Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a while since I did a long form video, so welcome back. Um last Thursday, today is Black Friday. So last Thursday I went to go see the premiere of Wicked for Good with my family. Um Wow. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Wicked for Good, aka Wicked 2. So, I want to preface this by saying Wicked 1, I loved. Like, I probably watched that movie 4 or 5 times. Um, I went to the theater on opening day last year and sat by myself and just enjoyed that movie. Like, I was in awe. And if you didn't get a chance to see my video that I did last year on that, I will leave a link below to that video and you can check out that review. I did a review last year with no spoilers. This time, I went back with my family the day before it opened up to the general public. Amazon was doing like a promotion, like if you're a Prime member, you can get into select screenings. So I did that. I was like, yes, I'm ready. I'm amped. I have to be 100% honest. I promised myself when I started this channel that no matter what, I would be honest. So I'm gonna tell you guys that I was disappointed. And I'm gonna get into why. So there are some things that I feel like were lacking from this movie. Number one, in Wicked 1, we got so many great, powerful songs featuring both Ariana and Cynthia, together or separate. The Wizard and I blew me away. I was like, wow, this lady can sing. Because I didn't know too much about Cynthia Erivo prior to watching Wicked, I'll be honest. So that blew me away. Loathing, and of course Unlimited, everybody's favorite. So we had a lot of powerful vocal moments. This time it was as if things fell flat. We didn't have as many powerful vocal moments as we had before, where they, like, Cynthia's really just showcasing her voice and her power, that vocal power that she has. We didn't have that many. I also noticed that we did not have big ensemble cast moments where they are singing and dancing like we did in the first one. So in the first one, dear Galinda, you are just too good. Dun, 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 dun. How do you stand it? I don't think you should. Songs like that, even with Fiyero doing his thing in the library, we got big song and dance numbers where we had a large group of people just doing their thing, going at it, giving us the dance, giving us the song. We did not get that this time. That was disappointing. I really enjoyed the big production of a group coming together to make this like larger than life, so to speak, Hollywood moments that we don't really see too much of anymore theatrically and cinema wise. So that was disappointing. Acting was on point. Of course, cinematography was great, costume design, all of that was great. And it felt like they had more fun making the first one. Like the ad libs from Ariana, like you could tell, I talked about in my first one, like you could tell like when she was ad libbing and it was funny. We didn't get a lot of those this time. Honestly, when I left the theater, I was like, okay, I had to process all that, like what was missing. And I'm a thinker, so I started thinking about what was missing. Why didn't I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first one? And that's what I came up with. There was a lot of things missing from the second one that we got in the first one that made the first one so great. Personally, I would rate the first one a 5 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I would watch that, like, I could probably watch that one like every year. That was that good. The second one, I could probably watch it once more, but I'd be okay if I didn't watch the second one again. I think my family felt the same way. Yeah, there was just a lot of things missing. So if you watched it already as well, let me know what you thought was missing as well. Things that were also kind of weird. The fact that Bach turned into the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz, and then also that Fiyero turned into the Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz. It's like, okay, could we not have let those be two separate, totally different identities, like two different characters completely? That was weird. I enjoyed the moment where Cynthia and Fiyero finally connect, because there was always this spark between them. There was always this unspoken thing between them, unspoken chemistry that they weren't really giving into. So finally, when they get together, even though it's like, dang, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, when they finally get together, and even though it's under, you know, crazy circumstances, it's like, bro, you just left your wedding and now you're with her friend. It felt good to finally have something good happen for Elphaba. After, you know, this vicious, constant campaign that she has someone who acknowledges that, hey, you may not be conventionally beautiful, but you are beautiful and I'm here for you. I want you. So that was nice to see. I will say as well, one of my favorite scenes from this movie was actually the wedding scene, where you see that stark contrast of Galinda walking down the aisle, and you know, she's so excited for a big day. It's this grandiose moment, you know. She's thinking that she's gonna be the perfect couple with Fiyero. You know, they're both aesthetically pleasing, and she's got this image to uphold, and she feels like she's fulfilling her duty in doing that, and part of that is this marriage. So seeing that stark contrast of everything being so well put together on her end, and she's got the flowers and the people who are adoring her, and she's kind of relishing in this moment of what's about to happen. And then on the other side, they're cutting back and forth to Elphaba, who's discovering that these animals have been trapped inside of this castle, and she's enraged, and she's becoming angrier by the minute, and it's leading up to a turning point for both of them. How that was filmed and how that was edited was brilliant. My favorite scene of the movie. Loved it. After I watched the movie, I did get on social media and kind of consume what people were saying, and a lot of people feel the same way that I do. They felt that some things were lacking in the second one for sure that we got in the first one. Even y'all, I'm telling y'all, when Wicked, the first one came out, I ate that album soundtrack up, ate it up, was listening to it. And then my favorite tracks from that soundtrack lives in like my top 10 on Spotify for the next 6 months plus. So I was into it. I have yet to listen to the soundtrack from this one, but I will do that too. I definitely like that song. What was the song? Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Yes, love that one. That one was good. That's the one that stands out to me the most from this one. So back to social media. When I was on social media, definitely saw some people saying like, laughing about the bedroom scene between Elphaba and Fiyero when she has her little sweater. She takes down that sweater a little bit, gives her some shoulder action. Like, I guess that's they gave us a little sexy for PG. That was funny. So yeah, those are some of the things I seen on social media. So y'all, I think at the end they definitely tease that we're probably gonna get a Wicked 3. But as I was talking to somebody about my movie experience briefly, they mentioned that there was not enough time in between when they filmed these two movies. And honestly, y'all, I think the cast is probably exhausted, especially the leading ladies. I think they're exhausted. If they give us a third one based on how they ended 2, I think that they should definitely take a break, like 6 months to a year, and then resume, pick back up. It will leave everybody more refreshed. They can come back with a clear mind and be ready to give something new. A lot happens in a year. You change from year to year. Focus, perspective change. So you can bring that into that movie. And it's nice to see people grow and change as you watch characters over the years. So I think that would definitely help. Another thing that came up on social media was how thin these actresses are. And I'm a truth teller, and I have to be honest. As someone who's naturally skinny, I've been naturally skinny all my life. That is beyond just being naturally skinny. When we, as someone said, can count those bones on your chest, that is scary. I don't know why that's happening. I just feel that it's good for these actors to take a break and to focus on their health and rejuvenating their health aside from these projects. But again, as I mentioned in my first video last year, these people are extremely talented. I wish them great health and success. I know they work very hard on these films, and I enjoyed it. Even with this movie not being as good as the first one that I saw, that came out last year, I still enjoyed it. There's not many movies that I have enjoyed this year. There's been like one other. So I still enjoyed it. They're incredibly talented, all of them. And you guys let me know what you think. If you have seen the movie already, and you have an opinion, you have a rating or an opinion about, was it better? Do you think it was better than the first one? Do you think it was a little worse than the first one? And let me know why. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.